Absolutely sexy.
The Superbike speedometer looks good. Well, it's definitely fresh for the segment. Aggressive styling.
And absolutely smashing looking car.
General Motors has got a good stick to beat the competition. At least a stylish stick.
Looks very nice. It feels very different.
It will beat the competition. Good, different.
It looks very good. It's very spectacular looking, and I think we will like that because I think our hatchbacks try and hide into the background, and this one doesn't. Continuing on that chain of thought, the tail lamps are a little loud, and I think the car itself is quite spectacular to look at. So I don't think you need that kind of chrome and all of that. It makes it look a little aftermarket. But that aside, styling is good, fit finish is very good. I think personally, I think this is the best built GM car from whatever I've seen so far.
The Beat has really actually impressed me. The styling it's fresh, it's totally new. I think it's definitely going to turn heads.
In fact, the front really, it's got that big Chevy grille, which really is a standout feature. Another very interesting point is really the sharply rising waistline. It's made the windows at the rear a bit small, but you know, in terms of style, it looks terrific.
I love its styling. I love the way it looks. I think it's something that will stand out from the other cars today in the market in that segment. It's certainly very sharply styled. It's you know, I like a lot of the elements on the car. You know, one of the things which I really like is the fact that you know it's got very clean side lines. It doesn't have a rear door handle where you normally expect it to be. So from some angles, you know, it does look like a little mini, you know, two-door sports car kind of thing.
The wide variety of products that you have in the small car space right now, and in my opinion, the one big differentiator that's going to really work is the fact that the styling is so bold and different, because really I think today's styling is something that the Indian consumer is really waking up to, and it's becoming real consideration when you're talking about buying.
It's a striking small car. We were not accustomed to such small cars looking good. You know, in India we've had small means plain Jane bland design, and with the Chevy Beat we've got something that's slightly more stylish. Let me put it that way. I definitely like the design cues.
The design of the car is radical. It looks unlike any of the other hatchbacks that are present in the country today. I'm sure that is the USP of this car, and many people, youngsters particularly, would like to go for this car because of its looks.
I have driven the car for some time, and my initial impression is it's very good. It's ultra modern in styling, and it handles really well. It has a stiffer suspension, and it doesn't roll as much as other hatchbacks do. This car ultimately it has all the ingredients to be the winner.
On the inside, again, it's a very radical dashboard. The instrument cluster is very, very interesting, and you know, some of the other things on the inside also are quite nice. Legroom at the rear is especially good for a small car, which I think a lot of people will appreciate.
The car looks beautiful from outside. I just personally love the headlamps and all. I did not get a chance to drive it around, but I was sitting on the rear seats and very comfortable. A lot of legroom in there. I looked at the instrument cluster in there, pops out at your face, gives you a very nice sports feel to it. But yeah, the car is incredible to look at, very nice. I still want to drive it around, and I feel it's zippy, I feel it's very comfortable for Delhi roads and for the traffic and everything.
The interiors too, I think, is something that people will have something to look forward to. It's absolutely different from what we've regularly seen on small cars. Plastic quality is good, which is quite a change from before. So really for a small car, it has a lot.
The interiors are really good. It's a fun car altogether. A little radical, but I think people will accept this concept.
Interiors are nice as well. There's a lot more space than I expected would be in the car, which is good, even at the rear. I thought that it might be a little cramped at the back, but it's fine. So I think it's a it's got enough space for four fairly well proportioned adults.
So on the face of it, the product looks very, very nice. It has got very good class leading kind of features.
On the inside, I find that the interiors too are closely aligned with what Chevrolet has done with the exterior of the car. So I find motorcycle inspired instrument cluster, and I see that the knobs and the dashboard material also are up to quality. So this is something which many hatchback buyers would prefer because there is quality, there is style, and there is also substance in it. So I'm sure that this is going to be a big hit for General Motors.
Drives very well. Suspension manages to subdue most of the road disturbances, and it goes up to a peak of about 140 kilometers, which is, I think, a decent high for a car in this segment.
Ride quality is pretty good. Engine is decent, very silent, very refined. Like the sporty noise too. Overall, it has been a good experience. I think the Beat will do well. Needs to be priced right, and hopefully GM will not disappoint us on that.